Jake.
In this episode of Jake and Friends, we were given a set of Pro Street Radials to try out. Been waiting for a no prep event to come up that we could actually enter, that this car would actually somewhat work in, and we've gone with Roll Racing. We're going to go up there this weekend and check that out. Thanks heaps to the guys at PSR, Pro Street Radials, for essentially sponsoring this video and sorting me out some tyres. Ranger from PRP helping me out with getting them here. I guess orchestrated the entire thing.
And Bridgestone for fitting them.
Yeah, and Bridgestone for letting us rock up there just before closing and insisting that they do a wheel alignment on my car because I pulled it all apart after we got back from Sydney. And I'm going to stand around waiting, probably go into the workshop and pester them while we're here. I think we got the workshop controller to do the wheel alignment on it too. I'm sure that's the title he'd like to go with.
He was so happy about working on it.
If you've been following the channel, you probably know a little bit about this car. If you haven't, for those of you that are new to this channel, first of all, hit that subscribe button. That'll be in one of these two corners. I think that corner.
You see, he just pointed backwards and forwards.
Like that. It's one of these. I think it's this corner. Yeah, it'll be there. It'll be around there somewhere. If you are unfamiliar with the car, it's a 1990 Toyota Crusader with a 2JZ GE VVTi engine. It's got a spot-on 9-inch in the back of it. Done a bunch of videos on that.
It's got a dunny rear end in it.
Our booty man did the booty in this whole girl. It's tuned by Ramsel Racing, Sean. It's got an M-Tron KB12 in it. Motec gear everywhere all through it. Makes about 1100 at the wheels. I know, mid to low 40 pound of boost in it. It's got nitrous in there as well. We can add that in on top if we absolutely have to, but we've never really had too much success trying to get this thing to move on a no prep surface, let alone putting more power in it. It's been pretty, I think unreliable is the right word. It's just been a struggle to get it to go down. I guess my entire plan this weekend is to turn it all up to 11 and then turn the traction control on and let the ECU and the rear end fight it out and see where we end up in the middle. I do have some data with the MT Radial Pros that I got sitting in the back that just came off it. Got a fair amount of data from them of exactly how they work when we go out to these events. And they're great on prep surface, but they're not so good on whatever this is.
Which is the opposite of what these tyres here are designed for.
These are supposed to be the best no prep radials on the market. And they're the biggest size too, and they're surprisingly smaller than a 275 MT, which is a really weird thing to see because you stand behind the car and it looks like with skinny little wheels and tyres. But yeah, no doubt when we touch back in, we'll be probably at Willowbank QR, getting ready to race, dropping the pressures down and turning the boost up, see where we go.
God, surely you just... Have you seen my Mustang?
The entire Jake and Friends team just ruining Bridgestone's afternoon.
Have you seen my Mustang? I have no money.
Standard for
Standard.
Jake and
Standard stuff for Jake and Friends.
Hey there, we made it to Queensland Raceway. Here we are. So very shortly we're going to go do sign on and then we're going to let the air out of these things and turn the boost up and see what they do.
We need to make sure we have more air pressure inside the inlet manifold than we do in the tyres.
Here we are, first round, or not first round, but our first test hit on these new PSR radials. Test the nitrous and the anti-lag. Maybe test the traction control while we're here.
Maybe not around the corner.
No. Well, that wasn't right.
The traction control didn't work.
Neither did the nitrous, to be honest with you. Probably should have spent a little bit of time setting that up.
Isn't that lane the one you were supposed to be in?
No, Racing Tucker, aren't we?
Oh, is he behind you?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're off to a terrible start.
We're off to a start.
I wonder if I'm going to get told off for that.
Nah, I doubt it.
Oh, good lord!
We had maybe had that.
Wow, we did not have that at all.
Oh god, you can smell them.
Holy shit! We're at round 2 and we're up against Hoff behind us in Stuff, the KE Corolla. I've taken 10% of boost out of first gear because that was pretty bloody scary. We left it all in second. I honestly think these tyres could use a little bit less air, so I might do that when I go back in. Let's see how this goes. gear because it was pretty slow against off. You hit second and it takes off, but first didn't wasn't good. Entire eliminations prep consisted of Sean coming over and fixing all the issues I was having up on the start line. I forgot to hit record on the camera, so here we are around 2 or 3. Can we run that again?
Neck, you're gonna do a rerun.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sweet.
Straight to the front.
Yeah, I just won roll racing. That is cool. F***ing Yarwood. Those Pro Street Radials, I really feel like they speak enough for themselves there. As we've all seen, the weekend was actually rather successful.
Ooh, ask me what I am.
I don't care.
I'm the #1 guy.
They gripped up really, really nicely. Had to play around with temperatures and pressures a bit in order to get them to work well. They worked particularly good with low hot pressure and minimal burnouts. I did a little burnout at the start of the night. We had probably a bit too much air in there, so the grip wasn't all there. After that, I did one more burnout. It was a decent sized one, and that made it even worse. So we worked out that basically a light scuff and kind of 13, 14 PSI of hot pressure was kind of where they were at. Moving forward, I'll definitely keep them as my no prep radial tyre. But yeah, all in all, that night, I think I have a log in my laptop there, which I actually have it in the car with me. I was going to double check this information, but I believe in eliminations at the top of second gear, my car was pushing close to 1200 rear wheel, and the tyres were taking it.
More power, baby! Yeah!
Like, admittedly, we're moving quite fast, but we were able to put that kind of power in it on what may as well be a painted on surface because it's slippery as f out there at QR. Yeah, thanks heaps to Roll Racing, Pro Street Radial for essentially sponsoring this video. It was really good. It was a really good night. Like, still riding on cloud 9 from winning, and I was pretty excited about that. I kind of just abandoned my camera duties at the end of the night because of it. I kind of just forgot. I even had a camera on, so all the footage is just in the car, pointed at a seat with no one in it while we're all dribbling just outside the mic shop. It was great. So yeah, leave us a like, leave us a follow, comment, do all the YouTube, and we'll be back next week with another Fox Body video, and I spent the day at the dyno rather successfully, I might add. It's fire outside, so that's pretty exciting. Be sure to get in touch, keep in touch with that, and yeah, we'll see you then. Thanks.
Yeah,
Is that alright there?
Yeah.
Come on, Nick.
Hello.
Yeah, there we go.
Don't be too enthusiastic about it. I don't nervous.
No, I just don't like it. There's people around, eh? It's like
Yeah,
really
I just feel
uncomfortable.
like a fucking
Yeah,
dickhead.
this is the best part about filming YouTube shit is like doing
Especially
it.
knowing that the guy behind Aaron's in a highlight just staring at us.
Yeah.
He's
He would be
fucking-
sending photos to his friends right now. They're
he's
like, look at
hyped
these
fucking the shit out of
idiots
us right now.
Look at these idiots.
Well, that's what I'd do.
Fans. Yeah, you'd be sending them to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great.
The circle of life.
Yeah.